Show with Nero, Aurora, and Amy Beeman on the Beat 94.5.
Oh, yeah. Moaning.
Morning.
It's a fake Monday. It's not really Monday. It's a fake one.
Mm-hmm.
Short work week. Hope you're feeling great. It's 8:42. I was introduced to a guy a few months ago. And this is one of those guys you meet, and instantly you feel a good warmth. Might have been the hug. I think we actually hugged when we first met. Don't be weirded out by that, Nira.
I'm not. I'm waiting for him to admit it.
Maybe that was supposed to remain like
He's
a private moment.
just looking at you like, what are you saying, man?
We got a special guest in the studio.
The Kid Carson Show welcomes Dennis Valley, author of Bold, the Dennis Valley Story.
Dennis Valley is a guy who's got this new book that came out a few weeks ago, and it's creating a lot of buzz around town. People are pretty excited about it. And Nira is excited about it because you're naked on the cover.
That's why I was wondering, if that's what the excitement was all about, because it's a very bold cover, Dennis.
Oh, we can't hear you. What's going on with this microphone?
Dennis,
hold on. Try talking again.
Hold on.
There we go.
Sorry, let me say that again. You are naked on the cover.
Yes, I am. I don't know what to say. My creative director came to me one day and he said, you know what? You want people to know you're honest, you're truthful. The only way to show them the truth is to be naked.
Who says this?
My creative director.
You must be naked.
Must be naked.
I think we should follow suit on that. We should follow Dennis's lead.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Actually, a good friend of the show we've had on several times talking about his book and other great kind of health and wellness topics. Jesse Dillon, who's been on the show, and actually he's a guy that I grew up listening to on the radio when I was about 8 years old, and was one of my mentors kind of growing up. Made me kind of want to do this for a living, and he introduced me to you. And I believe it was because I had got him concert tickets to Jay-Z for his sons, and then they couldn't go. And then he called me and said, "Hey, would you mind? I have this friend Dennis who would love to go to." Was it Jay-Z?
Yes, that was Jay-Z.
And so I kind of thought, wow, I haven't even given Jesse the tickets yet. He's already pawning them off to someone else. So I'm like, who is this guy I'm meeting on the street to hand over my precious Jay-Z tickets?
You had to interview him first before you hand over the tickets,
right?
And
it was this guy Dennis.
And that's the day we hugged for time.
And he was like, "Man, thanks for the tickets." And we just chatted for a few minutes, and then and you just I've kind of felt like I knew you for a long time, even after just 5 minutes of talking to you.
Yeah, Jesse is my mentor now.
Yeah.
So it's funny that we met through Jesse.
Yeah, interesting. And then I find out a couple months later that you've got this book that's come out, and Jesse was telling me that the book is out and the copies are flying off the shelves and people are really excited about it. Why do people? And it's a book about you.
Yes.
Why would people want to read a book about you? There's a question for you.
Yeah, that's a good one. The idea is I have a story to tell. I was a drug dealer, drug addict, compulsive gambler. Just name anything, I think I did it. I did all the bad choices in my life. And suddenly, out of nowhere, I decided to change and to live my dream life. And it all happens like this. And I have a good story if you guys don't mind. I moved here 4 years ago, and I started listening to you guys every day. And I told my wife 3 years ago, I don't know why, but one day I'm going to meet Kid and I'm going to be on the show. And I'm here today.
Wow.
Oh. And now tell us about when your life started going good. That's probably the bad part, right?
Yeah.
When you started listening to the show. That's when you were dealing drugs.
Downhill.
No, when I moved to Vancouver, my life started to go a little better, and I decided to finally live my dream and become a businessman. I opened my first business 3 years ago. And since then, everything looks like falling on my lap. But that's not real. You have to work hard. You have to get things together. But yes, everything's falling on my laps for the last 3 years, and it's great.
That's cool. So the overall moral of the book is about that transformation?
Yeah, I wrote a quote on the book, and I think it's never too late to achieve something great, and that's the moral about the book. With all the screw-up I did in my life, and where I am right now, living my dream life, having so much fun, everybody can do it. If I made all those bad choices when I was a teenager or a young adult, and I could turn that around and end up living my dream every day, and that's what it is. That's the idea behind the book.
Now, there's obviously a big problem with gangs and gang violence around drugs and whatnot that happen in the Lower Mainland, and we hear about it in the paper almost every other day. What was the thing that changed for you to suddenly turn around? And I know you've got one of the fastest growing construction company now that you own here in BC. And what was the moment that suddenly changed for you?
There's 3 defining moments, and the funny part about it is they happen 2 years after. When I start changing, I realized those were the 3 moments. One of my best friends got shot in the head, still alive right now, and I'm really grateful for that. My father got diagnosed from cancer, and he died in 2005, and I met my wife. So those 3 moments altogether, 2 years after they happened, made me realize, well, life is beautiful, and I maybe deserve to have a good life too.
Because you were to the whole gang life, that whole lifestyle, right?
Yes, my mentor back in the days were gangsters, drug dealers, criminals. The book I was reading were about criminals, everything I know about life. For me, the only way to have a good life, according to my old standard, was to make enough money becoming a criminal.
Your goal was to be a gangster.
That was my goal.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but I was really good at it. So I just turned that being really good at it into good. And that's what I'm doing right now.
Because really, if to be a good drug dealer, even Oprah talked to Jay-Z about this a few months ago. You really have to be a good drug dealer. You kind of have to be a smart guy. Unless you be one of the dumb idiots that are just. But if you really have to have like a good business smart, like you don't do the drugs, you just sell them. So you've taken that kind of business sense and now moved it into legitimate, positive.
Yeah, that's
life.
The idea. But I will not say you have to be smart. I will say you have to be a go-getter. And if you're a go-getter, you can achieve anything you want. So you have to choose. Do you want to achieve the good side of you or the bad side of you?
Mm-hmm.
And I choose the good side now, and I'm really happy for it. And I want to help teenagers I have a woman that's 82 years old that read my book, and she loved it.
What's the youngest you would recommend for someone to read your book? I mean, how friendly is it for a teen?
It's PG.
Okay.
When you read the book, there's no too many details.
All right.
Some people are coming to me saying, I would love to have more detail. Yeah, if I give more detail, it's not for everybody anymore.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is I want people to relate to their own story. I don't want people to think, oh, Dennis is so special. No. Lots of people are having the same type of story I had. The idea is I changed, and I'm living my life every day, loving it, right?
So now what do you do now? Like I know you do speaking and whatnot. Do you talk to kids?
I was at UBC on Sunday. I spoke in front of 200 kids. I got 200 comments. That was just crazy. I got a kid came up to me and said I was the best person he ever met through his life yet. He was a 16 years old kid. And he said, my mom and my dad don't want me to live my dream, but from now on I will. And he wants to become a ballroom dancer.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So I encouraged them into it. I said, yes, just do it. If you would told me I want to be a drug dealer, I would say, hey, you know what? I think you're pairing all right. But
that's really cool, actually, that from this story, a kid was able to tell you he wants to become a ballroom dancer.
yes.
That's a really neat story,
But it's
actually.
really about the common thread in the book is that go and chase after your dreams.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Cool.
Wow. Would you say that it's a major thing when a guy meets the right woman? That was a major thing for you, meeting your wife?
It is. And I think it's the same for women, too. I think when you meet the right person and you have to just make sure you understand that. Kim, my wife, went through 4 years of hell. Like hell. She went through everything, but people are asking her what she stayed there. She doesn't know, and I don't know either. We don't have an answer.
You just know you're still together.
There you go. What I know right now is she's always behind me, and she believed that together we're going to achieve everything we want.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, the book is out now. It's called Bold, the Dennis Valley Story, and it's people all around town are talking about it. It's cool because it's a local guy too, and it's a great success story about turning your life around. It's very inspirational for young people, and that's awesome, man.
Thanks.
It's and very nice shirt.
Thank you.
Very, very nice shirt.
Can we just mention my website?
Oh, of course, yes.
It's www.dennis, Denis, Valley, Vallee, story.ca. So you can go online, look at the book, look on the YouTube video and everything.
Okay, cool.
And the cover's online?
Yes, the cover's online. Yeah.
Yes. You can see, Nero likes it because you can see all your tattoos.
It's just funny. I was like, whoa, wait a second.
He is naked. He's naked on the cover.
What's happening here?
Yes. Hello. Nero likes those bad boys
That's
turned
funny.
good.
Oh, yes.
Dennis, great meeting you, man. Or great
Thank
to have you
you.
on here and for the girls to meet you.
Yeah, good luck with
But
everything.
awesome.
Thank you,
All right.
guys.
Thanks, Dennis.
Dennis Valley, everyone.